Yo, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Long time no see, man. Yeah, go ahead, grab a seat, man. Got some coffee for you. It's too early here at the cigar bar to have drinks, but you see what it is. Yeah, what am I smoking on? This is Gordoba Morales. The 19th hole. I gotta represent. This is Florida-based cigar company. This cigar is medium to full body with a Maduro wrapper. A lot of earthy leather taste to it, and a little bit of sweetness on the back end. Not much of a pepper kick, but it's not a cigar you want to smoke if you're new to cigar smoking. You need something a little lighter, maybe something with a Connecticut wrapper. But later on, in the cigar bar, we'll turn it up, have some scotch or whatever. Later on today, can't drink in the morning, the deal. But yeah, man, sit down. Let's wrap a taste. Let's talk about this boxing thing. Yeah, I know it's been a minute, but what you want to talk about in boxing? The sweet science. Come on, man. Do you really want to talk about that? Man, look. As a boxing fan, I'm not like a pure MMA fan. I'm a pure boxing fan. So when I look at it, I see it like this. That clip is only, 15 to 30 seconds long. And there are key things in there that make me believe that it's not real or genuine, okay? First off is 15 to 30 seconds of a 12-round sparring session, and that's just the 12th round. Where's the rest of the videotape? Nobody's asking that, okay? The other thing about it is when you look at it, there are 3 to 4 different camera angles on that video. 3 to 4. So I have a feeling that it's been edited, okay? A lot has been cut out of that. The other thing when I look at the tape that's apparent is Joe Cortez is there reffing the fight to kind of give Conor a feel as to what it's going to be like to be in the boxing ring. And the thing is, when somebody gets knocked down, the ref runs over and gives a standing 8 count. It's not like in MMA where the ref can just stop and there's no, really a standing 8 count. He just stops the fight. Somebody gets hit too hard sometimes. Standing 8 count. And there was no 8 count, and Joe Cortez waved it off. Okay? And then you look, it's obviously a push down and not a knockdown. And if it was truly a knockdown, the video clip would have been longer because it would have showed Joe Cortez giving Paulie that standing 8 count. I mean, boom, there's the dynamite. It's easy when you look at it. So it's a bunch of smoke and mirrors when it comes to that fight, or it comes to that clip. And haven't we been here before with Chris Van Heerden where Conor did the same thing with him, but he had the actual videotape from their sparring session? That's the difference, man. Smoke and mirrors, he's trying to promote the fight as good as much as it can. And Dana White, he put that and post that up and da-da-da-da. Man, please, man. I'm not hearing that. You can pull the wool over some people's eyes, but you're not doing it to everybody. I mean, people act like sheeple when it comes to this, and all they're doing is hyping you up and promoting the fight to make you pay for the pay-per-view and suck you in and get that money. That's all it's about. I mean, I'm very surprised it's getting this much attention. And plus, Paulie was played like a fiddle. And the person who ultimately loses in this is not Paulie, it's Conor McGregor. And the reason Conor loses in this is what pro boxer or any pro boxer on an elite level is going to spar with him. He needs an elite level sparring partner. You can't have a B or a C or a D class fighter in the ring to represent Floyd Mayweather, who you're going to see on August 26th, man. So as far as sparring partners, he is fooled, as Conor McGregor would say, when it comes to sparring partners. So my question is, on fight night, what is his timing going to look like when he's in there with, lower class and lower grade fighters? He had a 2-time world champion in the ring with him right there. He may have been out of shape, but he had a 2-time world champion. So now who is he going to get to spar with him? And everybody denies him. It's like boxing rules. You don't release sparring tapes, man. That's stuff you don't do. So with that being said, I'm tired of us talking about Count Chocula and Frankenberry in this fight, because that's what it is. It's a spectacle. It's sports entertainment. And takes away from real boxing matches going on, just like it takes away from MMA matches that are going on right now too, because they're not getting the attention these matches they deserve. You realize tomorrow we got an undisputed championship fight and nobody's talking about it? We too busy talking about this sparring tape, which is a farce. Like right now, this weekend, you got Terrence Bud Crawford versus Julius the Blue Machine Indongo. Okay, junior welterweight super lightweight championship on the line. Okay, you got all 4 major sanctioned body belts on the line tomorrow night. That's the WBA, WBC, WBO, and IBF. Whoever wins this is undisputed. Do you realize how long it's been since we had an undisputed champion at 140 pounds? It's been a long time. The other thing is, people need to do their own homework. Don't listen to like Floyd Mayweather and some of these guys and the crap when they lying to you, okay? Undisputed means you have all 4 major sanctioned body belts, not 3. If that was the case, Andre Ward would be undisputed. You know, Gennady Golovkin would be undisputed. You know, people need to remember that. And the reason I bring that up is because the rules changed in boxing in 2007 to where you had to have 4 belts and not 3. Before, you could have 3 and be declared undisputed. So let's preach the truth out here. But no, man, I'm tired of talking about, Count Chocula and Frankenberry, man. Because that same night of that fight, Miguel Cotto and Kamagai, they're fighting each other. But nobody's talking about that fight. You look on ESPN. And some of these websites has like one line about Cotto versus Kamagai on August 26th. Has maybe 4 lines about Crawford versus Indongo, and then everything else is about these serial characters. Okay? And I'm just like, it just drowns out from real fights that are about to happen. I'm gonna be glad when this is over and we can get back to real boxing and fans can stop coattailing and calling people names and all this. Man, I'm tired of this, man. But this is the thing I really wanted to talk about that I hope other people are seeing right now is the HBO lineup for boxing this year so far. Because right now it looks like Top Rank is doing all their major fights on ESPN. And let me applaud Top Rank, and they're making good fights. I mean, you got Terrence Crawford versus Indongo. You're going to have a rematch of Pacquiao and Horn. Possibly you're going to have Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux later on this year. Man, it's a lot of fights being made with Top Rank right now. They're getting it done. I mean, HBO, they're dealing with K2, and they're dealing with, Golden Boy. And the only horse in that stable, really, is Canelo. And we don't know what the outcome of that fight's going to be. You got Roman Gonzalez fighting on HBO, but besides that, you got Andre Ward. They're working with K2, Golden Boy, and Rock Nation. That's it. That is it. Their lineup is getting bleak to me. Is it just me, or what's up, man? Because HBO, they line up, boy, they better tighten up. I don't know, man. I don't know what HBO is doing, but they gotta fix it, man. You really gotta fix it, because sooner or later you're gonna have a lot of other promotional companies going to regular television. I mean, their budget has been cut. There's a lot going on there, man. But Top Rank, they pulled a good deal with ESPN. It's bringing boxing to the forefront. It's the same thing. Like the C Pacquiao fight on regular television is a big deal. I mean, realistically, you haven't seen Pacquiao fight on a regular television. You saw him this year, 2017. Before that, I think it was like 2004, 2005. The last time you seen him fight on regular TV. So I'm just saying. I don't know, man. Tell me what y'all think with the HBO dilemma out there. But later on in the Cigar Bar, I'm going to definitely put up a video about Terrence Crawford and Julius Indongo. That deserves praise. That fight, I never thought it would get made, but it got made, and we're going to see. After tomorrow, we're going to have an undisputed champion at 140 pounds. Can you believe it? But yeah, man, any of y'all want to chat it up, send me a private message. and y'all can come to the cigar bar. We'll chat it up here. This Cigar Boxing. My cigar is lit.